Chapter 1. What is dark psychology? Definition and significance. Dark psychology refers to the study and use of manipulative tactics that control and influence others without their knowledge. It's not just about gaining control of someone's actions, it's about manipulating their thoughts, emotions, and perceptions. It's often used for selfish reasons like gaining power, influence, or personal benefit. Real-life example: consider a toxic boss who manipulates their team by making them feel guilty for taking time off. They might say, "I need you here because you're the only one who gets things done. Everyone else is unreliable." This creates a sense of obligation and guilt, even though it's the boss's responsibility to manage the team. Psychological trick to engage. You might not realize it, but this kind of manipulation happens every day around you. Have you ever felt pressured into doing something, but couldn't quite explain why you agreed? That's the power of dark psychology. Keep watching, and I'll show you how deep it goes. Chapter 2. Manipulation tactic number 1. Gaslighting. What is gaslighting? Gaslighting is a form of emotional manipulation where a person causes someone to question their own perception of reality. This tactic is used to gain control by undermining the victim's confidence and making them doubt their own thoughts, feelings, and memories. Real-life example: imagine a partner who denies saying something hurtful, even though you remember it clearly. They might say, "I never said that. You're just imagining things." Over time, this creates confusion, and you start to second-guess yourself, wondering if you are actually wrong. This is gaslighting. Psychological trick to engage. Gaslighting makes you doubt your sanity, and that's why it's so dangerous. If you've ever been in a situation where someone made you question your own memory, you've experienced this manipulation firsthand. Comment below if you've ever been gaslighted, and let's talk about how to fight back. Chapter 3. Manipulation tactic. Number 2. Emotional blackmail. What is emotional blackmail? Emotional blackmail is when someone uses your emotions to control your behavior. They manipulate you by creating feelings of guilt, fear, or obligation. The goal is to get you to do something against your will, all under the guise of love or care. Real-life example: imagine a friend who says, "If you really cared about me, you would drop everything and help me right now." The guilt makes you feel obligated, and you end up sacrificing your time and energy just to avoid conflict, even though it's not something you want to do. Psychological trick to engage. Have you ever been made to feel guilty for something you didn't want to do? That's emotional blackmail at work. It's manipulative and unfair. If you've experienced this, hit the like button and let's break down why this is such a toxic tactic. Chapter 4. Manipulation tactic number 3. Love bombing. What is love bombing? Love bombing is when someone showers you with excessive attention, compliments, gifts, or affection in order to win your trust and control you. The goal is to make you feel special and loved, only for them to eventually withdraw that attention, leaving you craving more. Real-life example: in a new relationship, someone might text you non-stop, plan extravagant dates, and tell you that you're the one. They make you feel like you've found your soulmate, but once they've won your affection, they start to withdraw, leaving you feeling insecure and unsure of where you stand. Psychological trick to engage. At first, love bombing seems like a dream come true. Who doesn't love constant attention? But this is a manipulation tactic, and it's not real love. Have you ever been in a relationship where things felt too good to be true? Share your experience below. Chapter 5. Manipulation tactic number 4. Mirroring. What is mirroring? Mirroring is a psychological tactic where someone mimics your actions, words, and body language to create a false sense of connection. They use this technique to build rapport and make you feel comfortable with them. The more alike you seem, the more likely you are to trust them. Real-life example: you're having a conversation with someone, and they begin to mirror your body posture or repeat your phrases. You might feel that you're on the same wavelength, but in reality, they are just using this tactic to make you feel more connected to them. Psychological trick to engage. Mirroring feels like you've met a kindred spirit, but it's not always genuine. Next time you meet someone, pay attention to how they mimic you. It's a powerful trick. Have you noticed someone mirroring you before? Tell me about it in the comments. Chapter 6, Manipulation. Tactic number 5, the silent treatment. What is the silent treatment? The silent treatment is a passive-aggressive form of manipulation. It occurs when someone deliberately ignores you or refuses to communicate in order to punish you or make you feel anxious. The goal is to get you to come crawling back, apologizing, or giving in to their demands. Real-life example. After an argument, your partner might refuse to speak to you for hours or days, leaving you in limbo. The silence builds pressure on you to fix the situation, even though you don't know what's wrong. This tactic forces you into submission. Psychological trick to engage. The silent treatment can leave you emotionally drained and desperate to make things right. Have you ever been the target of this manipulation? Share your story, and let's explore how to deal with it. Chapter 7. Manipulation tactic number 6. The scarcity principle. What is the scarcity principle? The scarcity principle works by creating a false sense of urgency. When something appears to be in limited supply, we become more motivated to act quickly. Manipulators use this to pressure you into making decisions without thinking things through. Real-life example. A salesperson might say, "We only have a few left in stock. If you don't buy now, you'll miss out." This creates panic and makes you feel like you have to make a purchase, even if you don't need the product. Psychological trick to engage. The next time someone tells you something is in limited supply, slow down. Take a moment to think before rushing into a decision. Have you ever been pressured into a quick decision? Let me know how you handled it. Chapter 8. Manipulation tactic number 7. Social proof. What is social proof? Social proof is the psychological phenomenon where people tend to mimic the actions of others, believing that if others are doing something, it must be the right choice. Manipulators use social proof to influence your behavior and decisions. Real-life example. A restaurant displays a bestseller menu with items that are frequently ordered, even though they may not be the best choice. The idea is to guide your decision-making by showing you that others have already chosen it. Psychological trick to engage. We've all fallen for social proof, whether it's following a trend, buying a popular item, or agreeing with the crowd. Next time, question whether it's truly what you want. Ever been influenced by what everyone else was doing? Tell me about it. Chapter 9. Manipulation tactic number 8, projection. What is projection? Projection is when someone accuses you of something they are actually guilty of themselves. It's a manipulation tactic to deflect attention from their own wrongdoings and make you feel responsible. Real-life example. Your partner accuses you of being dishonest, even though they've been the one hiding things. This projection of guilt shifts the blame onto you, making you feel like you're the one at fault. Psychological trick to engage. Projection works because it forces you to defend yourself, instead of them taking responsibility for their actions. Have you ever been falsely accused of something you didn't do? Share your story with me. Chapter 10. How to defend yourself against manipulation. Develop self-awareness. The first step to defending yourself is recognizing when these tactics are being used. Pay attention to how people make you feel. If something doesn't seem right, trust your instincts. Set boundaries. Learn how to say no without feeling guilty. Establish your boundaries and make sure to enforce them firmly, especially when someone is trying to manipulate you. Seek external perspectives. Talk to people you trust when you feel uncertain about a situation. Their outside perspective can help you see the truth more clearly. Trust yourself. Your intuition is a powerful tool. Don't ignore it when something feels off. The more you trust your gut, the easier it will be to spot manipulation before it takes hold. Conclusion. Final thoughts and call to action. Recap. Now that you understand the key manipulation tactics, it's up to you to recognize them in your life and take control of your decisions. Don't let anyone steal your power. Call to action. If you've ever been manipulated, share your experience below. Let's start a conversation about how we can protect ourselves. And if this video helped you, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more videos like this.